Your God doesn't exist. I'm going to try and prove that today. Hi guys, happy July 4th weekend. If you're not an American, especially if you're English, I'm so sorry. Anyway, this is a big holiday for Americans. I'm going to do a real casual episode today with proof that your God doesn't exist. This isn't just for Christians. This would be for Muslims or any theists at all, no matter who you believe in, whether you're Hindu, Muslim, Christian, it doesn't matter. And I have this great meme that I'm going to put over here. You'll follow along with me. And again, we're just going to do point by point. I've done a couple of these before, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's prove that your God doesn't exist. Let's do it point by point. Number one, think of a God you don't believe in. So if you're a Christian, think of the Hindu gods. If you're a Hindu, think of, the Muslim God Allah. Just think about that for a second. Put that in your brain, this God that you don't believe in, that you, honest to goodness, think cannot possibly exist. So that's the first step. The next one is determine what standards of proof this God does not meet. So what is it about that God that doesn't meet your standards? Is their book not good enough? Do you see problems in the world that they couldn't solve? Is it a polytheistic religion and you can't imagine anything any more than one God, like the Jewish God or the Christian God? Think about the standards that they don't meet, okay? Then I want you to apply those standards to your own God. So when I was a Christian, of course, I was brought up in a Christian culture, which most of you watching probably are brought up in a Christian culture. Everything about, even if you didn't grow up a believer, you still grew up in a Christian culture. That's just the American culture, even European culture. So this is what we're brought up in, right? So if you try and apply the stance, let's say that you grew up in a Christian culture and you're a Christian, a nominal or a hardcore one, and someone brings you the gods of Hindu. What don't they meet? Well, you've never seen these gods. You've never experienced anything to do with these gods. You've never heard them speak. You've never seen them come down and perform miracles. It's just their writings. It's just their thoughts. It's just the Hindus telling you that this God exists, right? Isn't that with every God? No matter it's a Muslim God, Hindu God, Jewish, Christian, it's other human beings telling you that this God exists. This God by himself has never told you they exist. That's my problem. That's always been my problem with other gods. Oh, that's ridiculous. I remember even being a Protestant thinking the Catholics were ridiculous. Catholics think Protestants are ridiculous because they know it's only other humans telling other humans this, but when it comes to them, they can't get outside of themselves and think about that. Then, hopefully, you're going to wonder why you didn't see it sooner. Now I do. It took me 50 years. If you don't know who I am, I was in the church for over 50 years before I finally got it. Maybe I'm dense. Hopefully a lot of you are brighter than I am. But that's where you know you're deconstructing. When you start seeing things and you start wondering, how did I not notice that sooner? I feel ashamed that I was so uncurious, so duped, so lied to, and believing what other humans told me. Now you might say, well, other humans tell you things about science that you believe. Yes, they do. Other humans tell me a whole lot of things that I believe, but I can see it with my own two eyes. These are things that can be replicated. If a scientist tells me something, I know, and especially if they're published in scientific journals, that other scientists have replicated the studies and try to disprove it. See, scientists are always trying to disprove each other. That's what they do. And so science will always generally come to the truth at some point. Even if something that's scientific is incorrect, it will be corrected over and over and over again until we arrive at least to a semblance of the truth, or as close as human beings can get. With God, it stays static. It is what it is. See, it is what it is. And that's one of the biggest problems with theism. All right, you guys have a great 4th of July, and I will see you next week.